Hello, 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 good people. It is your instructor, Professor K, and welcome to week 2. So this week we are going to get into the textbook. And in this textbook, it is Unit 1, and it's entitled The Changing World of Fashion. One thing you need to know about fashion is that it is one of the number one thriving businesses globally and especially in America. And fashion thrives on this thing we call change and movement. So for this chapter, we're going to really start exploring the century of fashion. Now, you are probably going to more than likely take historic costumes, which really unfolds fashion and history throughout time. But for this particular chapter, we're just going to focus on this century. And we're going to talk about 3 different things, 3 different pockets of information that we're really going to focus on. We're going to talk about the social and cultural conditions per decade. We're going to talk about fashion trends and developments. And we're also going to talk about designer and other influences. And the reason why we talk about that is because the way fashion moves, the way it trends, is based on so many factors. So regardless if you are a fashion design student or if you're a fashion merchandising student, understanding the different factors that will move fashion will make you just a better industry person. So when we talk about social and cultural conditions, we're really talking about what is going on when you turn on the news. The number one thing that's going on right now is, of course, COVID-19. So if we were to predict trends or predict different types of movement based on that, then you would have to kind of unfold what's happening globally and how it's being affected globally, COVID-19. So if I were to talk about COVID-19, it affects every part of the process, from the raw materials, meaning like the crops that were involved, the workers that were working on the crops, the fields, once all that stuff was gathered and put into motion to be in production, were those workers affected? So if the people that are picking the different dyes or cottons or whatever, if they are finding it a struggle to come to work, then that means that would affect the production process. So where that process slows down, everyone along the way will slow down as well. So those are things that we would say will culturally and socially change the movement of fashion. Also, what fashion trends and development have happened because of COVID-19? Number one thing is we all wear masks. Masks are now a part of our attire. And now the fashion industry has definitely taken heed to that. And so those are the different things that has happened based on COVID-19. Also, designers and other influences. We're really going to talk about that. We're going to talk about who was who during different decades. What happened and why are they so infamous? What type of impact were they having that they had during that decade and beyond? Who are the most influential designers out there and why? And you'll be able to kind of dive into this chapter, and you yourself, you are going to share with us a decade that you enjoyed, and you are going to share with us what designer impacted that decade and why, how and why. So I'm super excited to see what you guys will come up with. I look forward to our class. Take care. Have a good one. Peace out.